I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for the peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more of testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. Ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. The Silhouette Part 2. And yes, guys, since, you know, we're talking about yarn, there it is. That's my wife's yarn shop. Go have a look. You're gonna love what she's got. And if yarn isn't your thing, tell someone else who you know who loves it to go have a look, because they will love it. Thank you. There's no doubt in my mind that there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that, especially the silk hat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Okay then, and here's the ad. Everything's currently 15% off. That's right, yes. There's a sale. A yarn. What more do you want to know? Go. Oh yeah, make sure Gracie knows. How is Gracie? We haven't seen her in a while anyway. If Sam's here to comment, that is. We miss her. I know she usually lurks sometimes, so hopefully she's lurking. I don't have a chat list open, so I don't know. The Skywing? Yes. That is a pretty colour. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove that there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. Right, so what they're saying is don't question everything. Alright. Save. Save. There we go. Okay, so no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night, so yeah. I don't think we even need to question that. Maybe you'll buy yarn to make Phoenix's sweater theme? Ooh. Yep, there is a lot of yarn. Oh, is that the... Oh, that's the photo of your stash. Yes, that's a heck of a stash. If it's the one you showed last. Mm-hmm. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of it, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. I just want to try questioning something, and let's see if we just get told off. Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised Mr. Phoenix no more badgering. I hope you enjoy that. Oh, whoa! No, I do not enjoy that penalty. That's bullshit. See, that's what Phoenix thought he would do. Then he remembered he would get whipped by Von Karma, and he would lose like half of his life. And he decided not to bother. He said, no, I won't be that guy. I won't question everything today. I'll just pick one thing with evidence and we'll call it at that. Have your mum make you a pretty scarf? Ooh, yes, and sweaters as well. It'll be like a hug all day long. Ah, I like how you put that, yeah. No doubt in my mind there were no white roses. All the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. So... the only thing that is mentioned explicitly is the silk hat. And we have it. Are we going to object to this to say, well, he couldn't have been because it must have fallen off at some point? Otherwise, why was it here? It wouldn't have fallen off afterwards. It could have fallen off during a struggle, right? Make a lawyer suit using yarn? Wow. That would need a lot of yarn, I would think. Yeah, okay, so this is what we do. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. Sum to a lot. Yes, that's how much you buy. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Ms. Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Order, order, Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, among other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? Yes, that, but... You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me. And then he sobbed. You need to make armor for a lizard? Ooh. A regular lizard chilling in your hallway, keeping it safe from bees? Wait, do bees go after lizards? I didn't realize that was a thing. Looks like a little gecko. Ooh, cute. I had a friend that I worked with many years ago at PC World. They had 3 pet geckos. And she was always showing me pictures of them. They were cute little critters, though. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him, I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if I didn't have his roses, he was still wearing the dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? Did he walk? He went... What do you mean? How did he leave the scene of the crime? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. May I whip him? No. Objection back at ya. This witness's testimony is full of holes. Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless. Urgh. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on the matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. Oh, that's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to the contrary to show as to how the criminal left the scene? Yes, the picture, but before, let's see what chat's doing. You guys are moving quick over here. The lizard is the Geico commercials. What? Oh, okay. Yesterday morning I thought the bees may have got him, but when I got home last night he was still alive. Damn bees. I know, right? Bees are okay. I hate wasps. Wasps can just fuck right off to another planet and just have their own little arsehole kingdom where they can be bastards to everything and everyone around them. They can just go. I know they have uses. They don't make honey, but they do. They're pest control. They keep aphids and greenfly and stuff down, right? But guess what also eat those things? Ladybugs. They don't stab the shit out of you with poisonous barbs and just be general dicks and get up all in your shit, trying to screw your day up. So can we just have more of them? They're endangered anyway. So let's have more of them. Less wasps. They can bugger off. Just find them a nice little planet where they can just be swines to everything around them. We don't want them. They are just arseholes, yeah. Absolutely. You got one of those salt guns to take care of bugs. Salt guns? What? What the hell is this now? This is something I'm not familiar with. I require an explanation. Please testify to the court as to what a salt gun is, if you please. Anyway, yeah, we've got a picture of the crime scene that shows no footprints, so let's go with that. No, you can't have one. I'm Wolf. I don't want one. I just want to know what it is. You think I can? Okay, I'll have one. I mean, no, I can't, apparently. It's called a bug assault. Oh. Uh-huh. Look at this picture. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. He doesn't say look at this photograph anymore. He says look at this picture. And I have the soundbite, and damn it, I'm gonna use it. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, the witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of the witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Just wait a second. Ah! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. It's fine, I tell you the truth this time. Christ, I hope so. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are going to get worse before they get better. Are you saying you've assaulted these bugs with extreme prejudice? As bug assault weapons, run my poor insects. Yes. Mr. Lawrence Curls, yes. The testimony you provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just what? I was just a bit confused about a bit of the criminal leaving the scene, especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. What? Oh, you get roasted. Order! Order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Brain bow. Your Honor? If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Oh, you're not going to believe this, but I tell you it's true. He's going to say he flew out, isn't he? Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. He's going to say he flew. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out of the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... Whoa! He flew away. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. Yeah, that animation though, what? That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. Crane bow. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was... How do you put this into words? Bullshit? Yeah. Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. Thank you, Franziska, because now you're agreeing with me that he couldn't possibly have been there because of the lack of footprints. You're literally making my point for me. So let's strike the testimony from the record. You're right. Why is she right? You believed the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about his testimony, Mr. Wright? This is all a dream, right? I'm dreaming. No, this is a nightmare. His eyes were playing tricks. He might be telling the truth. What he just said was so strange I don't think he would have made it up. Which means he is telling the truth. That's what I think. Or at least what he thinks is the truth. Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding the matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. This is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out that reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Hey, sweeties. What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. I forgot how to do this guy's voice now. This is why I stopped voice acting. They say the criminal flew into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you don't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. I need guide ropes that people can't see, and it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and I have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. Hey, look at that! Sam won the Battle Royale. See, not rigged. Not rigged. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the one only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break your magician's creed to never reveal the secrets to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? We tell everybody. Put this shit on YouTube. All we can do now is hope to find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Dun dun dun. Well then. So somebody could have rigged all that up outside, right? Used it to attack the guy. They would have needed to know it was going to be in that area at that precise moment anyway, so a bit contrived. Nick, what is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Where is the guy that owns the monkey? Yeah, we've not heard from him or seen him yet. Acro. Had a customer, back now. Welcome back. Yep, magic tricks are by their very definitions tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. I think that's the point, Maya. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Huh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, then they just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of the magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Acro the cinnamon roll. Oh god. It came down to you and Sam in the battle royale, and Sam exploded, you alchemist. Ouch. Yes. Now, Sam doesn't love anybody. And that's why we love him. Alright, let's chat to her. What do we do now? Don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said it. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max, and that would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Again, Acro is an acrobat, so... could have done it as well. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like, customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume. But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. And where did the white roses go, and why was the victim not wearing the cloak anymore, and that kind of thing? There's no point presenting all of this. Let's talk about this, actually. The new stuff. You want to know something, Nick? I love to put pepper on my hamburgers. Good for you. But I also like to put pepper on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. What? Do you think I'm weird? Yes. Very. You don't seem to be in a very good mood today. Of course I'm not. I have to find a criminal who has discovered the ability to fly. Yeah, I guess that would put me in a bad mood. What about the box? £20, huh? That's pretty heavy. Especially since the only thing inside was a small bottle of pepper. The more you think about it, the more it starts to make your head hurt. But compared to tomorrow, this will all be a happy memory. Tomorrow? Don't get ahead of yourself, Maya. Let's concentrate on today. What about this? Yeah. Sorry, got nothing. Okay. Nothing on the monkey. Can you believe this? It cost 3 months of pay? 3 months! Willow doesn't skimp when it comes to Reggie. He's really in love. Yeah. But I mean, he said it was a piece of cut glass made to look like a diamond. And it's a very flimsy looking ring, apparently. Looks like a real glass stone. Brilliance is amazing. I bet Money would love to get his hands on this again. I'll have to give this back to Trillo at some point. I said we don't really need it anymore, do we? Alright, let's move on. Let's talk here first. Can we speak to our defendant? Oh god, yes. Oh my sweeties, you mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max, just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by, and since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Death Row Magician. Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. Yeah, let's live broadcast his prison breakout. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well. It would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Okay. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky at any point, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and a cheap imitation magician is that I keep my mouth shut. Except you just told us how it's done earlier, so you don't. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favour to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage, but the performance this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I simply cannot be tolerated. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweet summer child. Yes. So what is this Grand Prix? Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, do they? It got cancelled, sadly, so... To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I was sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me, I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica, I suppose I can tell it again. BRB? No problem. Voila! Take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Wow. Holy God. That's a lot of lights. Look at that fabulous stage. That's the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time I thought to myself, I could die right then and be a happy man. I know, it's like, ah! the picture is actually blinding me. I'll never forget how it felt that night, the emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wished I could explain to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? Most annoying sidekick? Sure. That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. Participation trophy? My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Can we take a sec to notice how little those pants leave to the imagination? Yeah. Going for the Iggy Pop look. Interestingly, that hat doesn't have the feather in it. It doesn't seem to. Oh my god. I think it's just the angle? Yeah. Okay, I think I saw something, you guys, in that picture. I'm going to put it back up and I'm going to see if you see it with me. If you don't, I'm not going to say. But if one person gets it in chat, if there's I think there's something in this picture that's the key to the whole thing. Yeah, you know, so you can't say. The big ass trophy, the big gold one, it's not quite what I was going with. But there is something in this picture. Ooh, the other one? Mm-hmm. His cape is not black. Well, it's not black anyway. But... yeah, the other one. The other, the statue. That's very interesting that they made a statue up of him. They made a bust. The bunny ladies. It's not the bunny ladies. No, they made a bust of him, look. Isn't that interesting? Use one of the bunny ladies to beat the ringmaster to death? Well, what I'm thinking is what they saw outside might very well have actually just been that bust. And it might have been lifted up on a crane. That's what I'm thinking. Got a new theory. That's how we explain the flying away and the lack of roses. And the hat that was still on when he left. Because that couldn't possibly be true. None of that could be possibly true. It might just be a bust of a general magician. It might be, but it does look like him. So I think that might be what happened. That was the flying away part. So maybe they kept that bust in the backyard, or they just put it there, and then somebody took it away with a crane. I don't know. I'm building on the theory. It's just a glimmer right now. We'll see if it comes around, or maybe, just maybe, it's the Phantom of the Circus. Could be. You might be right. All right. So is there anything in here we can talk about? Let's talk about the box. Does he know about the box? What about this? Would you like me to sign it for you? No. What about this pepper? No. Are you okay? We don't want to sign it. So let's talk about the photo. I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture I'm the king of the world. I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. There we go. Actually, yes, he's just said it. That is a bust of him. That's maybe one of the awards they gave him. Look at it. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria. Oh, that's what would have been on that little podium with the thing draped over it, the cloth with the word Max written on it. The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the circus tent? Of course, the trophy isn't there, but the bust I won is. No, it isn't. Oh my god! It's in the cafeteria. We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria? No, we didn't. Guys, I feel so smart right now. Black Lion chess keys are on sale today. Ooh. You've been waiting for that, haven't you? So have I, now that I think about it. You know you don't need to ask. You don't need to ask. Yeah, go on. Treat yourself. Get him. Get him. What are Black Lion chess keys? They're from Guild Wars 2. You occasionally get random drops of these, like, basically they're loot crates, you know, and then you can get the keys to unlock them. You can either buy them, or you can get them through progression in the main story quest for the personal story of characters. But you'll get a lot more chests than you'll ever get keys. But occasionally you will get a random drop of a key as well. So, but they'll come out of the, like I say, out of the main story. And I've had them appear in other occasions as well, but I can't remember when. I think only during events sometimes, but yeah, that's what they are. Alright, is there anything else we can present to him? People, maybe? We've already talked to him about everybody, haven't we? Alright, well, let's go to the circus. They have up to 5 drops of cosmetic and other fun stuff in them. Yeah, that's it. They have quite a lot of neat things, and some utility items, dyes, the clothing. So yeah, you can end up sitting on quite a hoard of chests if you don't buy keys on a regular basis. You can always get rid of them somehow, but you can always sell them. But yeah, you need keys. So go on, get some keys. Enjoy those keys. Right, so back at the circus. Do you hear that? It sounds like two people are arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes, wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? So secret you're doing it at the entrance to the circus, my goodness. Yeah, you had 100 recently, exactly. That's it, you sold half of them, then you started getting more of them. It was like, no! Stop! I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine, so we're trying to sing in a round of our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. Well, obviously they can't. See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with the idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I've got this ring back. It's time to take one more shot at Reggie. You know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Mr. Goodbar time. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply, not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Reggie. How long are we streaming for today? Not much longer. We normally finish about 8 PM. This game is hard to time. If we get to a point in the story where we can say, right, that's it, boop, great. Yeah, we're ready for the next bit and it's close to the end of the stream, then we'll finish. So it might be a little earlier, but we might end up running over to get to that point as well. So, but it could be 45 minutes to an hour at most. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Wow, okay. She's going to be in there a while, I bet. Just nipping away from the screen for a bit? Okay, no problem. Thank you for hanging out all day, though. It's always good to have you here. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Reggie, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Ooh, they just updated some of the big ticket items in the chest too. There's a chair. I need to click this, hang on. Oh my goodness, that's a cool chair. My Norn needs this. Wow, that's a cool looking chair. Right. Nice. Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. I would normally just go to the word beetroot there, but okay. New Darkwing weapon collection. Ooh, nice. So how's the new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're going to take ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem really all fired up about this. He needs to realize that he's the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right. Mark my words. I, Trillo Quest, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be a key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Alright, so let's present a few things to him. Would you mind taking a look at this? Okay, yeah, he doesn't give a shit. I think we did talk to him about that. What about the box? Do they know anything about it? Apparently not. Doesn't know about the pepper either. So let's just do what Max told us to do and shove this photo in everybody's face. Look at this. Oh, come on, that's no fun. We should have had a fun scene for that. Alright, well, I guess we're done with him. Let's move to... Where should we go first? The big top, maybe? Actually, I should have probably gone to the other place first. Huh, where's Reggie? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? Ooh, almost, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just allergic to wild tigers eating my face. Yes. Is there anything changed in here? Doesn't look like it. Max and the ringmaster had talked in this room. I'm getting a froggy throat. Not the COVID virus, I'm fine. That could have been while the ringmaster was put on Max's costume and went outside. Welcome back, Freya. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Can we actually look at this piece of paper yet? You know, this is called a tailcoat, blah blah blah, a piece of white paper. Calm down, we can't just grab it, blah blah blah. Okay. So yeah, I thought that might have been something where they put a trophy or whatever, because it looks like a little plinth, right? They still haven't cleaned the place out yet. If Pearlie got one look at the state of the place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. I mean, never to invite her to my office. Yeah, so look, that's where they say it should have been. This is strange, there's nothing on top of the stand. Look here, Max is written on it. Must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small for a table? I've already read all this. You could eat a hamburger on it, right? They haven't picked up on it yet, have they? Lodging house, yeah, there we go. Oh god. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Ms. Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his joke. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts from fake laughing that much? Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. Damn, this guy's gonna go, like... he's gonna break apart. He needs some stress leave. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped up here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in the room behind the window up there? The acrobat got the room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Yep. The acrobat's looking more and more like the culprit. Pretty soon, Ms. Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Mm-hmm. At least she's pursuing things in the right direction. Oh, Franziska Von Karma. Damn. Once she's done with her investigation, I think we'll go up there and check it out. Ringmaster's body was obviously found here. I heard the way he fell made him look like a wooden box, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing new we can glean from that. What about Mo's room? Mo's not here, thank God. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into the room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away, like ha 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 ha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he just thinks up new jokes. He must really love his work. What punched a hole in the ceiling there, I wonder? Is that even going to be relevant? Maybe. So I guess we have to talk to this guy now. Doesn't care about the hat. I've already asked him about all that other new stuff. What about... Nope, he doesn't care about Von Karma either. So maybe we don't have to talk to this guy now. What else could we be doing? Here we go. Oh God, he's here. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, fabulous... the fabulous, the cafeteria. Alex, he's awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican food? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. Wrong, try again. Okay. What do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. Downside of work from home, nobody's in the office to go press the button when something goes wrong. Oh dear. Yeah, if it's something on site, yeah, how would they manage that? I mean, I guess they would have to have someone who could go and do it. You know? It's not like the office is a viral contamination zone, it's just not having lots of people there, right? But yeah. They gotta work those logistics out. Yeah, get a really long stick, exactly. Get your poking stick. Melons. I was tempted to get watermelon at the shop today. They actually had tons of fruit and veg. Wasn't too bad. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at a stunning comedy like that? Oh, quite easily. They have people, it was easier to ask the office mate in the past. Oh, right, now it's a whole process? Yeah. Well, that's something, you know, to feed back and say, look, we need a quicker way to deal with shit like that. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw. I swear that creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych lock, he must be telling the truth. So, what about the chest? Does he know about the chest? Sorry, but I don't know anything about that. I'm just a clown after all. A sad little clown. Okay, fine, we get it. That's it, maybe the bad animation was actually intentional, but no, it went like up and then up a little bit more and up a little bit more and wiggled around. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Yeah. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Yeah, it looks pretty big. I mean, it's like behind him there and to the side, and it's almost as tall as he is, so... But I would guess the podium didn't come with it. The bust itself looks almost life-size. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I like big busts, and I cannot lie. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Okay, Phoenix, calm down. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah, where was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. See? There's no roses on the bust. It questions what Phoenix is thinking. It's like, do you understand what we're talking about here, Phoenix? Max just had to put that picture up. Hey, this thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G bust added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. Yeah, nobody's done the dishes for a start, that's for sure. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, drawing a blank. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book. I guess there's really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Come on. What's changed? Well, on the morning of the crime, on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." That's what you were going to do, Maya. She was literally going to do that. That's creepy. Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. I don't know who posted it. Where did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this? It's a note from the future. Oh, posted in the cafeteria, then torn states to the murderer. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. This could be anything. Could be literally anything. Oh my goodness. Did we find the bust? Not yet, no. I think it's going to be on the roof, or it's going to be up in what's-his-face's place, the acrobat's place, and we just didn't see it under the trash pile. The morning of the murder, this was posted on the bulletin board. That's around when Max clonked Ben over the head, right? Sorry, I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning. Okay. Yeah, there's the bust. Can we ask him about this again? I can't stand Max and his attitude sometimes. I know. But lately, huh? It's just lately I've started to understand what he's always going on about. What is it then? Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it all that well just yet. Just when you think it's impossible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. Alright. So. Oh, no, that's the wrong place. God. We're on a bungee cord. That's what I want to do. To the room. I think the other piece of the paper is going to be in there. Didn't he want to talk more? Yeah, but we used up all the conversation. There was nothing new there. So I guess we can go talk first of all to this guy. So let's present this piece of paper to him. Well, first of all, let's present the bust. Let's see what he says about it. No, he doesn't give a shit. Okay. Take a look at this. Oh, okay, I guess we have to go and speak to Max first. Okay, now, we can't go up to the acrobat's room yet. Let's move to the detention center. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I don't know about that note. When I read it, I do know about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it's just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read that note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat, finally. That last one didn't add anything, or am I just misreading? Yeah, it didn't add anything new. When we went back to talk afterwards, we only had the full 4 options that you get. You don't ever seem to get more than 4 options to talk to people. So yeah, they were all there and they were all done. So it didn't add anything new, but he did tell us to come speak to either Max or Ben. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Huh? Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay. So, back to the circus. Big top. There we go. Do you see that? Yes, the thing we've been pointing out for a while now. There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what this is. Finally. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight. The Lodging House Plaza. Oh. You know, you have a lot of paper cuts and very dry skin on the knuckles when they sting from hand cream. Oh, yes. So he got a note addressed to the murderer. Why would he pick that up? Who did the ringmaster murder, I wonder? Other than, you know, everybody's careers. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Yeah, what's all that about? That means something else took place first. Reggie did say that she used to have a lion and her father killed it. And she wouldn't say why because she didn't know why. And I did say at the time she did it out of revenge for her lion. And then she got a tiger to train instead. Oh my. She didn't seem all that broken up about her dad being dead. I offered her a tissue and everything and she was like, nah. What? Mo's gone? There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Mwah. Hamburger. She really likes burgers. She's got burgers on the brain. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner bad. Oh, come on, Phoenix. Yes, the plot doth thicken. Good stew. Okay, nope. He doesn't care. Ah! Hey, pal. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. What is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? He's in your pocket? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick. See ya, pal. Damn. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Yeah, but she's got a whip, dude. Let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's is biting us. Ow! Jesus, here she is. as biting as lashes from a whip. And she fell. Bum, 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 karma. He really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. Global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of this win just a smidge. Put your finger down as well, it's rude. Not going to present anything to her, by the way. Ms. Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide the look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Already, I get it already. You want to beat me and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Again, she don't give a shit about that. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course. Your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this? Or any other conversation? Then, what is this revenge you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again. One more time. Oh my god. Is she talking about Edgeworth? Him? I'm sure you know whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? We extra mat today? We get extra mat, do you? Daylight savings. We haven't put our clocks forward yet. It's okay. It confuses everybody. It confuses even me sometimes. Miles Edgeworth? What about him? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Yeah, it was Von Karma, Manfred. That's it, we're always a little bit behind, yes. Manfred von Karma? Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. It was like a little brother to me. He's older than you. A little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Yeah, they're like in their mid-20s. She's like 18. Edgeworth. There he is, edgy boy. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. And we kind of fought with him in one as well, and we helped each other. That was really good. I loved that last story, the Blue Badger one. That was great. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? You see, look, again, Edgeworth's death. They keep calling it death. Is he presumed dead or something? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then the case after that one. Yeah, the whole tampering with evidence thing, the chief prosecutor. Yeah, he never set foot into court again. And then one day he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Oh man, she blames us for that? That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Bring my armor. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Acro's room. Let's go to Mo's room. Okay, there's nothing in here. Oh my goodness, hi. Guy likes birds. Wait, is that a wheelchair that he's sitting in? Well then. You must be Phoenix Wright. Did the lion kick his butt? Oh my. Cinnamon roll. Yes? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling? What kind of a name is that? But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. I'll stick to that, thank you. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well. That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope and the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. Wow, you do actually performs in his wheelchair? I hope he's serious, because that would be amazing. He might have fallen during a stunt. Yeah, that's kind of where my mind went first, but I like your idea better. It was mauled by the lion, by Leon the Lion, or Leon? I don't know how it's pronounced. It had one of those weird little things above the E. Alright, so let's just have a quick examine. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure, I guess. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Reggie. Well, she's a shining beauty. No objections. Yeah, I mean, we looked at everything else, so let's talk to him. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night they decided to run away from it all, without me. Oh, damn. Yikes. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled her. Oh, he did. Reggie is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against her? Because of the mauling of the lion? No, probably not. But that would be cool. And horrifying, yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. So sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged and you can't walk now? Can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Well, that's awful. The accident happened during an acrobat session, right? Here it comes. Oh, we gotta unlock this shit. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Psyche locks. Doesn't seem like an acrobat's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus then? Wasn't that also when the lion was killed? Oh my god. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for some rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? That sounds really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below the window. That's when I looked out of the window. What did you see? Oh, right. He was flying straight up into the air. Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say, yeah. You're absolutely positive that it was Max that you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure, there's no doubt in my mind. Nick? So we need to unlock these. Let's talk to him and see what he says, because this gives us some good leading hints. I'm still undergoing rehabilitation for my injuries. I still can't stand, but the doctors say that I'll be able to recover and walk again. Out of curiosity, what kind of accident was it again? Alright, so he's not really going to give us any hints. Now I can back out if I use this, so I'm just going to hit him with it and we'll see what happens. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. I was in an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real case, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me the practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay, we don't know anything yet. There's nothing I have that could point to that. We should investigate first. So, we've chatted about everything apart from that. We maybe need to bump into a couple of other people and talk to them about him. Yeah. Okay, he doesn't really want to talk to us about much of anything at all, does he? Here we go. In the big top. Brrr. Oh, here we go. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be fillet of phoenix. Stay, stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching Whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? What, was she setting up an ambush for the frigging monkey guy? Are you kidding me? Man. Anyway, you know what though, guys? I'm looking at the time and I'm starving. So I think we're going to leave it there because this is going to be a whole like load of conversation, and before we know it, we're going to be running really far over time. So we're going to leave it there, but don't run off because we are going to raid somebody.